All right, so today we have the Boyata adjustable laptop stand. I previously had the Boyata monitor stand, which I still have and like, but I said I was gonna use it as a laptop stand, but Boyata has a laptop stand, which is better to use as a laptop stand than a monitor stand, but let's check them out. Seems to be just one piece in the box, it's pretty good. Personally, I like using laptops. I prefer to use a laptop as my desktop. I spent about a year trying to find the perfect laptop. Obviously, it doesn't necessarily exist, but I found multiple that are more than capable of being a desktop replacement. Now that I have found multiple options to use a laptop as a desktop replacement, I need something to hold my laptop. So you can see it's got rubber feet, no directions in the box, I don't think, or there was a little card, but I threw it out. But I'm really smart, so I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. It seems to just move. There we go. That's pretty good. It has rubber feet here, and this will just adjust. There's no mechanism to adjust it other than just angling it and holding it. That's pretty good. I am insanely strong, and it doesn't seem to be, it's capable of being moved, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna move incorrectly. And it gets pretty tall, which is good. We'll come back to that in a second. So my current laptop of choice is the Alienware X17, which is probably one of the largest physical laptops you're gonna see. And this thing holds it, no problem. How about that? That was just me setting it up, and look at that. Look, it's so much taller. It's taller than my camera. I can raise my camera up, of course, but this guy's gonna get you. You're gonna be able to lift that bad boy way up. Maybe or maybe not, you didn't watch my Boyata monitor stand video, but I mentioned I liked that it was adjustable, but this one is just flat. See, only goes this high. Now again, it's meant to be a monitor stand, so it's only meant to hold a monitor up here. The benefit of that, this one, it's angled, right? So we can make it flat. If I wanna make it level, boom, level guy. You wanna make it not level, stays there just fine. Look at that, look at that lean. And then if you want to put it all the way down, boom. Right, this holds the shape just fine, no problem. And then if you want to lift it up, so if you get too high, it's not gonna, you gotta lean it forward a little bit. I mean, depending on the laptop. This is a big, heavy laptop, and it's sitting up there at that crazy angle. See, look at that. And this is really good for me. As I've mentioned, I'm a pretty tall guy, large human being. This that I'm recording on is a stand-up desk, which is what I use in my regular life. This one's where I record, but I have another stand-up desk that I use to do my actual work on. And if you ever use a standing desk, when it goes from seated to standing, your eye level to the monitor is not always the same, right? Usually when I'm sitting at the desk, my monitor's at one height, and when I stand, I have to move it to a different height. If you want to do just a laptop, like I said before, these laptops are now so powerful and these screens are so good. This is a 17-inch 4K 120 hertz monitor. So you could easily use this as your main monitor, or it's your only monitor, really. If you're sitting down, you can lean this bad boy down here, and if you're gonna stand up, you just gotta lift them up. It's probably best to take your laptop off there. And I think you can do it either way. I think it's sturdy enough, but again, laptops ain't cheap. So it's best to take them off while you maneuver it, and then find yourself a sturdy position. This seems pretty good right here. It's like it's going nowhere, right? It looks like a nice solid guy. And I've mentioned in other videos, I work off a 38-inch monitor. That's too big for this desk, so we're not gonna show that here. But I got this guy here. All right, so there we go. So now we have the monitor and the laptop. And if you want to do the weird, funky configuration, like some people like doing this stuff where you have one monitor above the other, you can do that with the laptop. Look at that. Now we got ourselves a little double stacked. You can have this in the background. On the camera, it looks like it's cutting off, but in real world, it's pretty, I would never set my stuff like that, but people do that. You just set like that, right? Or you can, you know how monitors work. But personally for me, like I said, this table's too small for a 38-inch monitor, but I have a 38-inch monitor. And I usually set them side by side like this. That allows me to reach over here and hit this trackpad if I want, hit the keys if I want, power button on, off if need to, it's not responding. A lot of times I do hit the trackpad like this, even though I have a mouse and keyboard set up. Right, we'll have this mouse, you get yourself a keyboard set up, and a mouse, boom, you got yourself a whole little setup there, right? But mouse, keyboard, monitor, it's doing the thing, buddy. All right, so there you go. You can see just for our laptop stand, now we got dual screens, we got 2 keyboards, we got a mouse, we got a trackpad. You really got to be productive here. But again, this is just a little 25-inch monitor I use for show. I have used it before. My wife used to use it, but I don't use it. Like I said, I use a 38-inch monitor. But here you go, see? Now, like I said, if you wanted to just use the old Boyata in your laptop, Now you got yourself a little desk setup, right? You got your monitor stand here. You can push your laptop back where it needs to go so your monitor's back in a healthy ergonomic viewing angle. And you got room, right? Because, you know, I'm a big dude. If I'm typing on the keys using this monitor, I gotta hunch over sort of. I'm not at a good healthy angle. Using this Boyata, I can have my keyboard here and this, get some work done. I'm standing right now, I'm 6'1". This table's about to my belly button. And here I am, like I could work very comfortably right here, just like this, working on my boop, 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 boop. That's how it works. And you get that done, you got yourself a very productive day. You can't see the screen because the lights are glaring on it, but you know, this is a very comfortable angle for me. I would put it a little taller, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, right there. So now I'm about face to face this alien guy. Like I said, I'm tall. I'm 6'1", 240. It's not really relevant, but 6'1's about right. Standing up here, this is a good height for me. My buddy Tony is a lot shorter. I think Tony's like, what, 5'7"? So, I mean, he could lower it all the way down and it worked for him as well. You know, lower it a little bit or lower the desk for him. That'll work pretty good. Now, previously, what I've been using before I got my Boyatas. Now, Boyata did send it to me, but I like it. You know, I choose what people send me. I use this on my own. I put this on my second channel, is the curved monitor stand, which I've used previously. You can see the dust on it because I'm actually using it. So that's under the laptop, so I don't get to that very often. So let me dust that off. And here's a prime example. I mentioned before that wasn't very sturdy in the other Boyata video, but this one, right here, you can see. I do like it, this curved monitor, but it's not very sturdy, right? See how easy it is to flip out of there? Boyata, I can move it because I'm very strong, but like here, I'm telling you, well, that just a light tap and it's popping off. Here, light tap, two-hand tap. Still not going anywhere. Shaking the hell out of my other cameras. Not going anywhere. It's very nice. Here's a prime example, right? Let's open up. Right, well, it still comes off. We'll leave that in the video. I'm not gonna be dishonest here. We're showing you truthfully. But look, hold this down. Nope, still didn't work. Hold this down. 2 fingers. Now let's try that here. That still works. But you can see, this doesn't change. This is as high as it goes. This, I can get that same height if you want. Boom, down here, same height. Not as cool. In case you don't have a big Alienware laptop, and you're like, is that gonna work? A little double bonus section here. I also have the Dell XPS 9710. This is about the exact same color. It is, I mean, heck of a matching job there. I'm sure if you have a MacBook, that's probably a similar color. Works just fine with the Dell. And you can see, this is a very businessman-y laptop, right? So, look at that. Right up there, now you're crushing it. Well, you're seeing my reflection, but look how much taller we're getting than the 12 curve. The Alienware is a taller laptop than the X17. With this, boom, way up there. And that was my I've made videos on this. My biggest complaint, I like this little 2-finger area here because that raises the monitor up. It's better ergonomics for me. That was one of my biggest complaints about this guy, was the monitor is a little lower than I like. I didn't like the keyboard. 2 biggest complaints about this guy, resolved. Technically, 3rd extra bonus in here. 1, you're getting it high up, which is great. This monitor is one of the best I've ever seen on a laptop. It's not high refresh rate like the Alienware, but the 17-inch, 4K, beautiful, 16x10, excellent looking laptop display. But when I'm typing, you know, I'm a tall guy, you gotta kind of hunch over, especially because it's so much lower. So, I mean, I gotta kind of crane my body to use it comfortably as a laptop. This thing is more than powerful enough to be used as desktop replacement. I did use it for desktop replacement for well over 6 months before I bought my Dell desktop, but now I've since given that away. So I'm back to laptop life. I'm tossing back between these two. But spoiler alert, probably getting a Razer pretty soon. Either way, if you wanted to use this Dell XPS 9710 as a desktop replacement, very easy to do. Extra bonus, it only needs 1 cord if you have the Dell dock. So plug it, put it up here. You got 1 cord, beautiful screen, secondary monitor or not needed. Laptop and keyboard here, works like a champ. So I hate this keyboard. You can use a great keyboard like the Logitech MX keys. And double extra secret bonus, I ran a bunch of benchmarks on this guy. I haven't posted that video yet. You get much better performance if you lift this guy off the ground because all the ventilation comes from the bottom. And this Boyata, little extra ventilation gun. It's still got padding, so it's off the ground here. So you can see in there, you still got extra space, but then you have this big hole right there. So you're gonna breathe in like a champ. Previously, before the 12 curve, and before the Boyata, this one's really dusty. I gotta clean this because it's gross. Before the Boyata and I was using this guy. This is where I determined that benchmarking it, the Dell XPS 9710, lifted up, gave it more airflow, better scores on the benchmarks. But as you can see, you get way higher with the Boyata, which is excellent. You're getting no extra airflow. You're just kind of lifting it up, that little raindrop guy, I guess. So you get all this extra airflow here. And here's proof how that's important. You can see this just has a sticky spot. The laptop, the Dell XPS 97, got so warm, it melted these guys off. They slid slowly off and came off. Now I can't use it anymore. It wobbles. That's what led me to the 12 South. But then, thankfully now, my friends at Boyata sent me this over, and it's excellent. So I shall be using that going forward. Yeah, I mean, this is an excellent product. And again, that's a 17-inch laptop. Two 17-inch laptops work just fine. Then you're thinking, hey, maybe it's too big. Well, joke's on you. It's not too big. You're gonna feel like a fool after that. Here is HP, also matching perfect color. HP EliteBook X360. It fits on there perfectly. Still hits the top padding, 14 inches padding here. See that? It fits on there perfectly. So any number of laptops, 14-inch all the way up to 17-inch monsters, fits perfectly. Perfect laptop stand. Before I wrap up, let's just clarify one really important detail. See, it's thick padding right here. It's very thick. I don't know how much that's going to grasp the camera, but there's thick padding right here. That protects the lip of your laptop. It also comes up high. A lot of these laptop stands have lips and a lot of them don't come very high. This one comes up high enough that I don't feel like I'm going to overshoot it, which is nice, especially when I'm at such an aggressive angle here. And it's working great. So big fan of this. Like I said in my other video, since I'm a genius, I bought a stair stepper. I put the stair stepper in front of the standing desk, put my laptop on the standing desk, play video games while stair stepping. But as I said, I'm a tall guy. Stair stepper makes me even higher, and those laptop stands weren't quite high enough. This guy, I can get this way up here. It'll be eye level. I'm gonna exercise. I'm gonna get healthy. My neck's not gonna hurt. It's gonna be great. So, big thumbs up. Another big thumbs up. Looky here. What we got hiding around the corner. Third thumbs up. Big fan of this laptop stand. All right, thanks for checking me out.